Hello there everyone again on YouTube. I am back today and I've been gone for a while, I know that. I'm sorry about that. I've been adjusting to school, and as you can see I'm in a completely different place. I'm in my dorm room right now. It's very claustrophobic. I hate it. Anyway, so today I'm reviewing a brand new movie, and that movie is Hell or High Water. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. So Hell or High Water is a movie about two brothers, played by Chris Pine and Ben Foster, who live in Texas and are robbing a bunch of banks in their area, a franchise of banks. And I'm not going to tell you why they're doing it, but they are raising a certain amount of money to do something in the movie. Meanwhile, Jeff Bridges plays a ranger, I think, a Texas Ranger, and he's accompanied by, I don't remember the guy's actual name in the movie or the actor's name, but he's accompanied by his partner, and they're basically trying to find out when these guys are going to hit a bank again and where they're going to do it, and they're hot on the tail of these two. And it creates a very, very intense and great movie. When I first watched this movie, I kind of was indifferent towards it. I was thinking to myself, this isn't exactly as great as Rotten Tomatoes is saying it is. And that probably had to do partially with I was a bit tired when I actually went to see it, and I was thinking about other stuff at the same time. But after it's been like a day or so since I've seen it, and I've been thinking about it, and the more I think about it, the more I go like, this is a pretty amazing movie, actually. I mean, just the performances, first of all, are amazing. Chris Pine is very much reserved as compared to characters he usually plays in movies, ever. Ben Foster played a great, out-of-control, almost insane person in this movie. Like, wasn't really thinking too much with the decisions that he was making in the movie. Jeff Bridges, however, might have been my favorite performance out of all of these actors, just because of how well he played this Texas Ranger, and how racist he is against his partner, who is like part Indian, I think, and it's totally in good humor and everything. Like, the partner just knows that's who that guy is, and he just takes the jokes, and like, sometimes when I heard him, like, oh my gosh, I would be so surprised if people weren't just bashing this movie because of that. But no, people didn't, which is great, and I really am happy about that. But yeah, the performances were all very good, especially Jeff Bridges' partner was also very good in this movie. And yeah, like I said, all the performances were great. The problem I really had, it's not with the movie, it's with the promotion for this movie. With all the trailers, they made it seem like it was going to be a huge thrill ride of a movie, like, all the time, kind of like No Country for Old Men, which was exactly like that for the most part. But this isn't really like that. Like, it is more of like a character study, and as to why, and it touches upon how these landowners and all these small towns are just being run down because of these different banks that are either like oppressing them or are charging them way too much with loans, or giving them way too much money, and money that they'll never be able to pay back. And it really shows this degradation of the South in ways that I would never have thought to look at something like this. And I can actually parallel it to something that's happening in my state currently, in which it seems like, well, maybe not that much, but anyway, and it was a very nice running theme throughout the movie, and that you noticed it, and you kind of wonder, what these guys doing, is it good because they're doing it, or is it bad because they're no better than the banks because of this thing that they're going to do? And it's really open to interpretation. I really love that aspect of the movie, because it's not just, oh, Chris Pine, Ben Foster, Robin Banks, that's what they do the entire movie, and Jeff Bridges is chasing after them. No, it actually has a lot of a deeper meaning to it, which it shows itself quite a few times in the movie. And at the end of the movie, I really liked the reveal about, I shouldn't say it obviously, but how like it was all planned out and everything, and I was like, whoa, that's actually pretty smart, or like subtly showing, without having to talk about it, just having the characters go to places makes you go like, oh, that makes sense. That is a really smart thing to do. Or like when Jeff Bridges would note that, oh, that's a really smart thing to do on their part. So these guys aren't stupid or anything. They're not just robbing banks for the hell of it, or just to get or just to get rich really quick or anything. They're planning it very strategically, and I really enjoyed that part of the movie as well. So at the moment, guys, I don't know how limited this movie is. I was able to see it because a theater was showing it that I live close to, not in the town that I'm in, but it was close enough to where I was like, oh yeah, I might as well watch that, because I don't know if I'm ever going to get the chance again. But if you know that this is playing close to you, close enough, not too far away or anything, then go see it. Because Hell or High Water is an amazing movie, and it's a great thriller, obviously. It also has some really strong themes about the property itself and land, and who owns the land, and is land getting taken away just a big constant cycle in this area of the world, or in this area in general. And it really did have a very strong meaning towards it the more you think about it. And the performances are all great. It has one of the best final acts I've ever seen in a movie. It's amazing. The writing is spectacular. You can expect that much from the guy who wrote Sicario. And guys, I have to say that Hell or High Water is pure amazingness. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that review. I'm sorry I was gone for such a long time. I guess I just wasn't having the urge to make videos at the moment, and that just happens sometimes. Sometimes I just go like, I don't want to make videos right now, I just want to do some other stuff. And that's kind of what happened, and I'm sorry about that, but that was just me. Anyway, I really do hope you enjoyed this review. If you like this video, don't forget to like it, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Comment below what you thought of Hell or High Water, and if you haven't seen that, there's a very similar film, No Country for Old Men. It's similar in a few ways. It has kind of a Coen Brothers feel as well, which is really interesting. But if you have seen that, comment below what you think of that movie, and tell me your thoughts on it. And guys, I want to thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.